Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Leo for the month of July 2022. So before we begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone who's returning to this monthly series, and to welcome anyone who is also perhaps new to this channel. And just a few things. So it is summer, and so my AC, window AC, might come on at some point during the video. So I'm hoping that the noise is not as overwhelming as it might seem to me right now, that the silence is a little bit deafening in comparison to what it was before. So I will try to have my microphone close, and I will try to speak up. I'm sorry about that. I don't know who delivers packages at nearly 8 in the morning, but okay. So yeah, just make you aware of that. And also, since this is my 10th anniversary year on YouTube, if you're looking to connect with me for an angel reading, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services, and there's a link below this video. Also, you can select for this for this year the first time promotional angel reading, which is being offered unlimited for the entire year, and which means you can, if you choose within this year to keep booking appointments with me, you can still choose that option. And there are other options there that might also suit your needs. And let's see, also the general monthly reading has already been posted like a week ago. So if you haven't had an opportunity to check it out, I will put a link in the description area below so you can connect with that video. And if you haven't subscribed or to this channel yet, make sure that you do so and select the all notification bell. And if you already are subscribed, just check to make sure the all notification bell is still selected, because I often find mine have been on my various subscriptions on YouTube have been the all notification has been I don't know how to say it, but it's just not there, and I have to activate it again. So, all right, I think that's pretty much everything. The format in front of us will be the card in the center will be a message from the Archangel that is working with you for this month, and the card on the left is from the Major Arcana, and the card on the right is from the Minor Arcana. These are messages from your guardian angels, one telling you the overall theme that might be influencing your life in this month, lessons, etc. And this will show you how that's working out in the day-to-day awareness and guidance about how to manage it. Okay, so let's take a deep breath. And just breathe into your solar plexus area, into your abdomen, a really deep, low breath. So for some reason, I saw it could be a woman, but it looked like a dress, or it could be anything. But there was a sort of a cummerbund around the abdomen area, and I've never actually ever seen this before. And they're writing the words joy and harmony. And so that's why I think it's really important that they're maybe emphasizing this low, deep breath, and to really access, they're writing the word Sophia, to access your inner wisdom, or the goddess Sophia's inner wisdom. So just take a few moments to just breathe. Maybe you can place your hand right on your abdomen area and just breathe. And just allow for full expansion. As you inhale, feel it expanding, and as you exhale, feel it collapsing. And try to do this without stopping, they're saying. Meaning, let it be a continuous flow. And what you can really do is just place your hand there and just notice your breath after a while. And then just allow yourself to gently guide so that it's even and smooth. And there's something about our breath that we often stop breathing, or we stop the flow of our breath when we panic, when we are uncertain, when we're not trusting our intuition, when we're not, when we've allowed a disruption in the love, they're writing the word love. So there's almost sort of like something can distract or disrupt a connection of love. And I feel like the way they're trying to explain this is when I'm speaking, I always feel this connection to love. Whenever I'm doing these readings or speaking to people, even if I'm not reading, there's always a connection of love that's flowing. And when it's not flowing, and that means that we've disconnected ourselves. That means that we've allowed something to distract us. And they write that love is your legacy. It is your purpose. It is your legacy. It is your purpose. Everything that you encounter should have a legacy of love, should have this connection to love. When you don't feel it, when you feel panic and fear, that is because you've stopped connecting to the wisdom of love. And so if you practice each day this abdomen breathing, just to be aware of its flow and your alignment, intentional alignment with its flow, so that when you start to feel yourself disconnecting from the legacy of love and the wisdom that comes with that legacy of love, that you bring your attention to your lower abdomen, your breath, and just until you feel the calmness restored, the oneness. They're saying this is going to help connect you to oneness. And the solutions and ideas that will start to unfold in your mind, in your imagination, will help you to know that you've reestablished that connection, that legacy of love. And they wrote harmony and joy. And these are the signs when you've elevated your frequency and you've stepped into oneness. And this is also a sign, as they write about the solar plexus, that they want you to really pay attention to. As the solar plexus, in the three-dimensional solar plexus, tends to send out feelers, like fingers of light, for tapping into your fears. And so there's always this bracing oneself for the worst, or what might go wrong. But when you breathe in this way and you allow yourself to reconnect to the legacy of love and its wisdom, you are tapping into your fifth dimensional solar plexus, which is seeking out peace, harmony, and joy. And it knows this because the wisdom of your soul and the wisdom in every aspect of your being and even in your cells knows what's good for you and the good that you're seeking, and will seek it out, search it out, and draw you to it. So it's so important for you in this month to stay connected to the legacy of love. All right, let's take a look at the archangel that you're working with this month. And it's Archangel Sandalphon. And he says, tune into your divine potential. He can tune you to the true notes of your divine blueprint, your legacy of love. That's what I meant about it's already inside of you, this knowing, this wisdom, this ability to connect to the legacy of love is natural. You don't have to figure out what to do or how to change yourself to connect into this. You just have to start recognizing who you truly are and be aware of the ways in which you have natural inclinations, these first instincts or impulses of harmony and joy that you might reach out and implement, but then hesitate. So what I'm trying to demonstrate that your fear reactions are a secondary practice nature. It's not your first. Your first is peace. When an opportunity comes, your heart opens, you are eager, but your fear settles in and discourages you. It's always this way. It's not the other way. And this is why they don't want you to feel that there's something wrong with you and to look at yourself as though there's something wrong with you and then diagnose and treat the symptoms, when you can just pay attention, and when you breathe, you will become aware of the peace within yourself, and you can become aware of your first instincts. It's just that they get surrounded and choked by distrust of yourself. And then it says, bring the world into harmony. When you're true to yourself, when you're connecting with everything with love, you change the quality of your reality, and time becomes something of the quality, because your attention, your focus is attuned to the harmony, to the joy, to the love, to the peace, and your expression will unfold in this way and will serve you by bringing to you harmonious, joyful experiences. So let's take a look at the energy that you're working with in this month. And I just realized, let me just put my phone down do not disturb so I don't get interrupted. Sorry about the shaking there. Okay, so the card that you're dealing with is release, traditionally the death card. So this is about moving in a new direction. It's also with this phoenix here, this symbol of rebirth, that you're going to be noticing in your awareness things that you no longer, things that habits that you've been using that you don't need, that you can let them go, that there be attachments that those habits have drawn to you that you no longer need in your life, that you can let go. And in letting go, you are reborn, because your spirit and your soul is free. And they're just wanting you, the goddess Sophia is also coming through too, to let go, to give total surrender to your wisdom, to your soul's wisdom. And she's not saying that there's going to be challenges to this. Your energy is where you might find a challenge in particular. But this is because of the exhaustion of being focused on a misfortune, they write. And misfortune meaning this mindset of a negativity. The mindset of negativity or doubt or distrust. These are mindsets of misfortune. And you have to be compassionate with yourself, because when you make changes like this, it creates sort of this, the body's need to rest, and because you're no longer wired up trying to manipulate, or how do you want to say this? You're no longer wired up in this manipulation of your own energy reserves are no longer being manipulated, better way to say it, by this kind of contentious energy. So as you notice, as you breathe, and as you relax into this oneness, into the rhythm of your soul's wisdom, this is going to tire you only because you're letting go of the way your energy was tied up, was wound up and tied up. And so just see it as like a muscle relaxer, and in your energy that is releasing so many things out of the paradigm of the reality that you've been living, and opening up to the one that you now will welcome. So you may just see a lot of things coming to an end, a lot of things shifting, but ultimately, as the card says, freedom. Okay, so how this might affect you on a day-to-day is this deal with worrying. As I said before, when you're worrying, you're disconnected from the legacy of love. You're not enjoying the work you're doing. Your approach has been skewed, and you are not working with your wiring and being aware of how you can approach this from a place of love. So instead of looking to blame, look to see how you can reconnect. How can you connect into your legacy of love and turn what seems like a lot of challenges and hardships into something that is meaningful, exciting, and pleasurable, because you're actually literally witnessing yourself changing the reality, changing the narrative, because you take ownership of the narrative and you then perpetuate it with the inspiration that is given to you. And this will tune you back into your divine blueprint, and that blueprint will become active in your life, and it'll be like your grid, the grid from your heart will be the grid of the world around you. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of July. God bless.